Episode 98 of The Loaded Couch. Walmart makes good flip cup beer. Link link. DLC. Banging alien races. I send my wife a card to remember. Questions from listeners. And beer.
Beer.
Reach in at your own risk. This is The Loaded Couch.
All right, we're back. Episode 98 of The Loaded Couch. 98 of The Loaded Couch. Here I'm trying to get the words out too quick. Let's get the beer mash. I know we had the homework of Sam Adams, so for the week. Cal, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm drinking Sam Adams. I'm drinking their Downtime Pilsner. Something a little light. I know it's typically, I tend to go for these lighter, smoother beers in the spring and summertime, but since it was Sam Adams' assignment, I figured you two wankers were going to go grabbing some like special seasonal or something uber cherry. I would just go with a summertime beer.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a Downtime Pilsner. It's Sam Adams out of Boston. 5% alcohol, and it looks like somebody peed in a cup. I mean, not to be a knock on them or anything. It's just like a light golden color.
You'll take it in for your next needed sample at your work?
Exactly. You could definitely fill up a deposit bottle with this.
Nice. Now, I will have a Sam. I don't have one right away. I think I was telling you before we got started. I stupidly thought I was going to have a beer last night. I got doing some work on my computer, and I opened the beer, and then it just sat there. And it sat there until I noticed, oh yeah, it's bedtime, and I didn't even take a sip of my beer yet. So I just corked it up, put it in the fridge, and I'm getting back to it.
At least you didn't go the route I did last night. Last night I drank almost a full growler by myself.
Oh, wow.
And I was feeling pretty good.
Nice. So, that's the way you're supposed to do it. But yeah, I'm drinking the River Horse Brewing Hippotizing IPA. It's out of Ewing, New Jersey, 7.5%, and I really do like this IPA. It's good if you get a chance. It's much better than their regular IPA.
I think we had their Hippopotamus or something. We've had a bunch of their beers, but
yeah.
How is it for an IPA? Is it like a smooth IPA or is it like a double or a triple IPA?
It's got like a smoothness to it, but it does have that IPA bite to it right when you're first drinking it. But it has a good flavor. It's got a little bit like a citrusy type of flavor to it, just a little bit.
Yeah, they tend to get real strong with like that grapefruit flavor almost.
Yeah, that's almost exactly what's going on. But it's tasty. I really like it.
I remember the throwback. I mean, we're only 2 episodes away from our big 100. Mm-hmm. It was probably an IPA I had like the first episode when I said it tastes like wet leaves or raking leaves.
Oh, yeah. Back when we were IPA, what's that, newbies?
Newbies. Like I had no tongue palate at all for drinking beers.
All right. Just for our listeners and stuff, I'm Scotch Hound, and as you heard, Celtic Fox is on with us. Pigeon Peg Leg will be joining us shortly, so when he gets in, we'll jump into what beer he's drinking. But in beer news, real quick, off of our intro, Walmart is now being sued for their claims of, or their sales of the craft beer that we kind of mentioned. I think it was like two or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, the air quote, quote unquote craft beer.
Right, yeah. There was that whole thing that we kind of talked about where the company that was making the beer, like the address that they were saying was the craft beer company, wasn't like a legit beer company. And then the address was going to like Genesee, which is a beer company out of one of the Latin countries, I think. Like Puerto Rico or something.
Yeah, they're like running out of a third world country, a backdoor, slapping fake beer. Well, not fake, but just slapping, names onto the beer and stuff. And
then they weren't putting, a Walmart beer name on it anywhere. And they weren't putting like the brewer name or anything on it anywhere, at least like the legit who's brewing it name.
What do you think their cost was like fractions of what normal craft beer companies are? I mean, they were probably
especially with the amount of sales that they were doing, yeah.
Like 5 cents a can cost.
Right. Yes. And the funny thing is now they're getting sued for it. Somebody did put out a suit saying that, they're falsely claiming it being a craft beer and all. And I guess they had a beer connoisseur or some kind of like a beer reviewer had tried the beer, and he said, "Yeah, this beer is good for maybe Flip Cup."
Giving Keystone a little run for its money at the colleges.
That's exactly right. He said it's a college beer, and it's probably good enough for Flip Cup. So for calling it a craft beer and trying to sell it under the that title, that's a little bit ridiculous. But yeah,
we knew it was going to come bite him because somebody threw a shit fit about what was it, Blue Moon, right?
Yep. Yeah. Because of how large that had gotten, right?
Yeah,
but
exactly.
you'd think with that being out there already, that Walmart would be like, maybe we shouldn't, go that route of calling it craft beer.
You know what? They got so much money that they're willing to dance with the devil and
right
ride it out as long as they can, and then they'll just deal with the legal fees.
Anyway, all right. Police were looking to arrest a woman for fleeing from them. Before they could, she gunned the engine. Barreled into the Susquehanna River. I'm going to assume This is out in Pennsylvania. So when the officers tried to talk with the woman, she ignored them and stayed in the car and continued to drink her beer.
She drank it all the way to the bottom?
I guess. She's like, "You're not going to get me with an open container because I'm going to finish it all before you can get me out of the car."
Oh, boy.
Nice. Man, crazy. But she drove it into a river.
Yeah, well, what they don't mention here is she was drinking the Walmart Flip Cup beer.
Oh, my God. That's possible. That's very possible. Oh, man. Anyway, nice. All right. Swedes just made a beer specifically for shower drinking.
Nice.
Snask, an ad agency based in Stockholm, and Pang Pang Brewery teamed up to create shower beer.
I was going to say, I guess this is taking your singing in the shower to the next level.
Yeah, this way, you can drink and have the confidence in the shower to go ahead and sing.
Now, look at
drink to
the
get the
picture
confidence,
here.
I should say.
It's a very tiny little bottle. Why don't you tell listeners about it?
So the beer comes in a 6-ounce bottle with 10% alcohol content. The bottle is so small that the beer drinker can down a beer before it gets warm in the shower and maintains a decent alcohol content.
So it's a little quick buzz before you head off to the office.
Right. Yeah. Seriously. Who's this made for? The
Obviously,
alcoholic in you?
Well, Pigeon, 10% and up.
Yeah, true. I think you think they had to do the 10% because of how small a bottle it is? Or how small of, being only the 6-ounce bottle?
I was going to say, somebody's probably doing the quick math saying, well, we're half of the 12-ounce, so let's just boost the alcohol content.
Right.
So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's what they were thinking. We'll get you drunk real quick.
Sure. That's crazy. And again, I hope it's not morning showers.
Yeah, if it is, you got a problem.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Who's this made for?
I don't know. Some people need to take the edge off in the morning.
I guess. All right. Let's move right into the movie talk. Did you watch anything good?
I did last night. When I was talking about
when you were half a growler in, you started it.
Yeah, like 3/4. I drank the whole growler. Watched Doctor Strange.
Okay.
I know you mentioned a while back. I think you went and saw this in the theaters with your son.
Yes.
So we held out. We waited. We bought it digitally last night and did a little family Valentine's Day thing.
Yeah, I think I had mentioned to you definitely to buy.
Yes.
Did I steer you the wrong way?
No, it's well worth it. My son even was saying, he's like, "Dad, I think I'm going to watch this a couple times." It was really good. It was one of the better, I guess all the Marvel ones lately have been pretty decent, but it's definitely one of the better ones, I think, story-wise.
Okay.
I was really into the story of it.
I mean, they're all kind of similar story-wise, where they have like that bad backstory of some sort, something bad happens, and then they have kind of like this rebirth kind of thing going on.
They are, and going into this, I never knew much about Doctor Strange as a Marvel character,
Mm-hmm.
and the story kind of made me believe in his character more as a more feasible type of character.
No, it kind of reminded me of like a Tony Stark type of thing, though. Like somebody who's really high up, really like well respected, had a lot of everything to lose.
He had that Tony Stark bravado about him,
right.
Like the cockiness and the money and the wealth and,
right.
Fall from grace. But I liked, about 3/4 of the whole premise. I know the cape is like it's his chosen item, and I had a little bit of difficulty with that part of it, like the superhero-ness, with the flying cape and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Or kind of like an Aladdin's rug type of thing.
Right.
But overall, I thought it was a really decent movie. It was like, I'd give it on a Kelk scale, I'd give it like 8.5 out of 10. It was, it was definitely creeping up there into the 9 out of 10. Visually, it was awesome. I'm sure on a really decent home theater too. It probably sounds awesome.
Oh, you didn't crank it up?
We did. We cranked it a little bit, but it's the old Polk soundbar and stuff is not really like a real kick-ass home theater.
True. Okay.
Myself,
I watched, I guess it's not really a movie, but it was 2 hours worth. It was the Grand Tour special road trip that they did.
Okay, was this now? This isn't the finale, is it?
No. This was mid-season, but it was a two-parter.
Okay.
It was they got old school like Volkswagen Doom buggies.
Okay.
And then went down to Africa.
Nice.
And then drove across the desert.
So it was like those converted Beetle sand buggies.
Yeah, exactly. Had like that, fiberglass frame on it. Jeremy, of course, had like the super flashy purple, like super flaked paint on his,
Nice,
with
the
like
sparkly
green accents. Oh yeah, completely. But then the idiot went ahead and put a V8 in the back end of it too. So he didn't do the Beetle engine whatsoever. He did like a V8 in the back of his. It was weird because it was a smaller V8, like I want to say like a 3.7 liter V8, which isn't a smaller V8, but I mean, they make V6s the same size. But it only did like 180 horsepower, which is weird. Yeah. In comparison to like, Hammond had a souped up, like off-roader type of, his looked completely off-road. He said he did it because they were going to Africa, so it had like a zebra paint job on it. But it had big, huge, beefy tires, all this like super off-road like suspension done, but it had like the a nice version of the Volkswagen Beetle engine, like the rear engine.
He's got like the tribal Kenyan spears off it, kind of like a Mad Max
vehicle. Yeah, exactly. And then of course James May had like the complete stock 1960 like 4 Beetle engine and a very just plain no frills conversion into the Doom buggy, but it was pretty cool. Like the three of them together are just great. So yeah. But it was
their best episode. I mean, I have a lot of them to watch still, but their best one was when they had the environment friendly vehicles
with the freaking mud. And he tried making bricks. Yeah,
out of packed earth,
and it's falling apart as he gets started.
Yeah, he didn't even make it out of the first field.
Yeah, I know. I seriously think Hammond's was the best one until everybody else started messing with it, and and then it caught on fire, right?
Yeah.
He was racing it. Anyway, all right. In movie news, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and WWE's Paige, I'm assuming
that's one of the female wrestlers,
are going to be cast in the new WWE movie. Or they're being added, I should say. Or are adding another cast member.
Yes. Yep.
Sorry. Vince Vaughn will be the latest to join the Fighting with Family. I'm assuming that's the name of the movie. It's WWE's Fighting with Family or something like that? Or is it just Fighting with Family?
Fighting with My Family, I guess it is.
Okay. That's the name of the movie, but it's based off of WWE?
I guess. I don't know if this is like one of their...
Or is it just WWE's Paige is going to be in this movie Fighting with My Family?
I think she might be in it, and it's like maybe it's produced and funded by WWE.
Right.
Like, did you ever see that movie The Marine with John Cena? That was like a WWE Productions type of film.
Okay, so it's not like a historic representation of like what the WWF was and then turned into WWE type of thing. It's just being produced and developed by them.
Yeah, and again, I don't know the premise of the movie. I'm sure our Pigeon Peg Leg knows a little more because he's quite the wrestling fanatic. Yeah, and the movie Viagra fan too.
Right.
But yeah, Vince Vaughn is joining it, and it's set to star a famous 1980s wrestling star. So there you go. Maybe it's like a little spoof on the 1980s.
Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be Have we seen Vaughn do a serious role? Because even the serious roles have his, genuine dry humor in it.
Yeah, he was.
Like
There
even
was
Fred Claus.
what the hell was that movie? He was in a movie with. I could have sworn he went home to visit his family, and John Favreau was one of the brothers. And was it like Reese Witherspoon or one of them female actresses was in it? But he went back home and he was like beating the shit out of his brother at home. They were doing wrestling stuff. Now I'm trying to remember who the father was, one of the older guys. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm torn on the whole Vince Vaughn, whether I really like him or not.
All right, the Coen Brothers have scripted the remake for Scarface, which is set for a 2018 release. Thoughts?
Could be good.
Remake.
Yeah, I don't know.
Why not just leave it?
Well, exactly. I mean, is it going to be better than the original? Hard to say. I don't know. Maybe seeing the way they do. I really like that John Wick movie. I'm interested in seeing the second one. I could see like a darker kind of John Wick feel to a Scarface.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how. Pacino's a hard one to.
That's what I was thinking. I'm just like, yeah, you're gonna have to get somebody because even like, yeah, I can't think of any of the actors who would do a Pacino-esque type of. I mean, maybe you just don't go that way with it. Maybe you don't go
that, and I was gonna say you try and do that famous line and that that ending scene. It's gonna feel like, you're gonna feel like you can't upend Al Pacino.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but again, and maybe they just focus on not trying to do that and just, I don't know. Crazy. Hey, it's our own Pitch and Peg Leg. Is he actually here?
Yeah, did you guys start already?
Yeah, we started. So real quick, why don't you go ahead and give us what you're drinking?
I'm drinking the Sam Adams Tetravis Barrel Collection Boston Beer Company. It's a quadruple with barrel aged with like cloves and raisins from Boston, Massachusetts, and it's 10.2% alcohol, and I'll be back.
All right. Kelk, TV, what'd you watch?
TV. Well, tends to be my go-to always. Really hooked on that show Taboo.
Okay. Wasn't it Taboo?
Yeah, Taboo. Or Taboo, whatever you want to say it. Taboo. On FX. And we also, I watched the first premiere episode of Legion.
How was that? I keep seeing a lot of advertisement for it.
I highly recommend it.
Because it is not kind of superhero-ish, right?
Well, all right. So this is not a spoiler. It's just something that I don't read the comics, so I don't know about the character. Excuse me. Sorry. So it has to do with a mutant, and it has to do with the X-Men timeline.
Okay.
It's all in that universe and around that comic, but I've read it won't have the X-Men characters that we're familiar with.
Okay.
It happens its own little sub-parallel timeline. And it's very like psychedelic flashback. It's a very artistically filmed and shot episode.
Now, is it based off of one main character, that guy that they said, was asleep and kind of came back to?
It's one character named David, and that's all they tell you. And here's what I'm going to say, that it will all make sense. And it's really not spoiling anything because, again, if you read the comic, you would know this. Supposedly, this main character is the son of Charles Xavier.
Oh, okay.
It's Professor X's child.
Okay.
And this guy has supposedly these really strong mutant powers that he's in high demand by the government and all these people that want him. Okay. So he's discovering himself and having all these flashbacks, and his whole life he's been told he's psychotic and crazy.
Right.
As he discovers these moments, and that's what the first episode is. It's really good.
Okay. All right. Myself, I watched some more Mars. We're trying not to binge watch that. It's so super good. That is totally up my alley. That is my 100% like type of show.
Yeah, we did. I
loving
did
it.
watch.
Did
I
you binge
watched
it?
I watched about a half hour of episode 5.
Okay, all right.
Something came up. I couldn't finish it, but it's really damn good.
Yeah, I just we got to the point where the plant nut.
Where he starts losing it.
We just got to the point where he lost it.
Okay, so I'm there. That's where I stopped.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of where
I
we left
sto-
off too.
I
And I said,
stopped
"Do you want
at the-
another one?" And she goes, "No." I'm like, "You've got more willpower than I do for this show." But
I stopped at the part when she looked at his notebook and he had the little drawing of the person opening the door.
yeah. Okay.
That's like the last scene that I saw.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's almost exactly where we are. We finished the episode, but it doesn't go much longer than that, I don't think. But anyway, so I watched that.
Okay.
And then watched the season premiere or the mid-season premiere of The Walking Dead. Very good.
far.
Very
I'm
good.
very far on that. I have to binge that because I've been hearing rumblings around the office of people saying the show's getting good again.
Right.
So
Surprisingly, nobody died.
That's good. I think we had enough with that Negan premiere to do me in for a whole season.
Yeah. That was why you kind of dropped off there for a while. No.
I think I was in shock. I might have needed therapy for that.
and your therapy was taking a break?
Yeah, and I'm usually like blood and crap don't bother me, and I'm usually pretty hardcore with that.
Yeah,
type of
you had
stuff,
some.
but I think that shook me to the roots.
You had some
there.
emotional attachment. So.
I did. I think I was really upset.
Yeah, so this one it was really good because it's starting to blend, some of the people back together because
Okay.
some of them kind of separated. So it's
They were very fractured.
right, exactly, and this is starting to move towards them kind of making amends and getting back together again. So it's kind of like the band's getting back together a little bit. But yeah, definitely if you get a chance, check that out, or at least get caught up. All right, in TV news, Netflix producer is now saying on a new Castlevania show, or is working on a new Castlevania show, and he says, "I'm personally guaranteeing that this is going to be the best effing video game adaptation ever made." Castlevania.
Bold statement, but I don't know.
Seriously.
I heard they were making a show, and I don't know much about it, but I'll give them this. Netflix did a very good job with the Voltron reboot.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know if you or your son has watched the Voltron series.
We watched
yet.
some of them. I think we're like 3 or 4 episodes in.
I think they did a really good job with staying key to the originals.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if they're gonna do a Castlevania anime style cartoon, I'd give them the benefit and say they might be able to pull off something really cool. If they're doing a Castlevania 10 episode series or show that's live action, and it falls along the lines of the Helsing movie.
Okay.
Now, I don't want to knock that. Not that they were like atrocious or bad, but Van Helsing movie almost still had a little bit of a comic-y feel to it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like it wasn't dark and gritty like Penny Dreadful. It was more like more like the Batman movies, more comic-y feel.
Okay.
The older Batman movies. I think if they're gonna do a Castlevania, they gotta take it up
Anime.
a couple. Well, no, they gotta take it a couple notches above even like Penny Dreadful. It's gotta be dark, and it's gotta be vicious, I think.
See, I always wonder because in the older games that we had, a lot of the platformers and stuff like that, I don't know if maybe it was just because I wasn't paying much attention. I was just like, let's game. Telling as much of a story as kind of like the new games do. Like the new games are almost like they've taken a movie or like a script that somebody's come up with, and they're like, all right, well, that's not going to be good enough for like Hollywood, but shit, we can make a video game around that.
So it's funny you say that because right before we did this episode tonight recording, there's a new 10-part series on YouTube, and it's on the arts and sciences. You have to go to the Academy of Arts and Sciences on YouTube and subscribe to it. And it's a 10-part series, and it's called The Game Makers Inside Story.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like little 10-minute or 15-minute videos, and it explains the whole process of making video games. And the one episode I just watched was about storytelling. And they said exactly what you just said. They said that in the old days, video games were about mechanics and about just playing the game.
Right.
And like
I mean,
here's
you
point
kind of got
A.
introduced with a little bit like, okay, there's like this type of thing, and they told like the intro story just to kind of feed you into what you're going to be doing. They gave you like those few clips at the beginning where the text would come out, and you'd read that just to know what the hell that you're doing. And then they wouldn't tell you anything else after until you got to like the end and you killed somebody.
Exactly, but the whole game was based on like, here's my character, here's X number of bosses, and here's the end.
Right.
Where they're saying now they flesh out entire screenplays and stories almost to beyond Hollywood scale.
Right.
Then from there they go into prototyping and concept art and then storyboarding, and they basically take a Hollywood approach to it now, and the whole games are green lighted based on what the story and the storytelling is.
Okay.
Before they even get into doing the artwork and the graphics and the programming.
Sure.
So yeah, you hit it right on the head. It's those older games, they really didn't have much emphasis on story. So this will be interesting to see what they do with Castlevania.
That's what I was just thinking. Like, where could the story go? But
I think sky's the limit because
I guess it could make up any kind of backstory.
Yeah, you could really go anyway, with it.
All right. Beer thoughts.
It's a definite for me. I finished this bottle about the first 5 minutes into the first segment.
I guess your pre-gaming yesterday kind of led you into being able to drink quick today, huh?
Yeah. I'm ready for a second one.
All right. Pairing?
You know what? This is just a good old give me hot dogs. I think I might pick up a 6-pack of this for the E3 conference.
Nice. All right. Hot dogs with anything spectacular, relish, chili dog.
I do it all. I mean, I like my fresh cut onions.
Okay.
So I like onions and relish. I like onions and ketchup. I'm not real big on the mustard. Wasn't something I was always big on with hot dogs.
Gotcha. All right, and myself, I love this Hippotizing. I think it's great. It's one of my probably favorite IPAs that not just that River Horse makes, but in general. So if you get a chance, check it out.
Nice.
All right, let's get another beer, and we'll be back with Let's Talk Games.
Hey, if you want to email us at theloadedcouch@gmail.com or tweet us at theloadedcouch, maybe we'll send something in return. You can download our podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, and SoundCloud.
Tastes like spit and other dick.
All right, we're back with
Let's
Talk
Games.
Games.
Vaginas. Hey, games.
Spitting in other dicks. Nice. That's a great way to enter. All right. As you can hear, our own Pigeon Pegleg is back. Yeah, nice.
Yes.
He gave us his beer last time, but I don't think he had a chance to drink any of it. So why don't you go ahead and give us the beer again? Ooh, it slurps up.
It's the Sam Adams, I think it's Tetravis. It's a Bower Room collection from Boston Beer Company, Sam Adams. It's a quadruple. It's from Boston, Massachusetts, reddish brown and 10.2% alcohol. Now, I must say that I went on their website to get more info, and it's no longer on their website.
Okay.
Now, these Bower Room collections are what they did when the craft beer craze was going like crazy about 2 years ago. Yeah. So they came out with this as their craft beer selection.
So you blew the dust off of this one when you bought it?
No, actually they had them in stock. And this is one of my they have like 3 or 4, and this one's the best out of the 4. And also while I was yes, I did. And also Sam Adams they make beers called Utopias.
I think I did hear that.
Which is like limited selection, like 25 to 28% alcohol per beer.
Oh, I've heard of that. Yep.
I gotta find it.
Kelk?
I'm on my second Downtime Pilsner from Sam Adams. It's their 5.0% summertime one. I'll just keep calling it a summertime one because it's damn smooth.
Okay. Myself, I finally got into the Sam Adams group with you guys. And I got my limited seasonal release, Porch Rocker. It's beer with natural flavors added. Okay. It's a golden Yeah, natural flavors added.
Just like Hawaiian Punch.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking when I was reading. I'm like, oh, what? Gross. Is it powdered flavor? That's naturally created, just dehydrated and all. Anyway, it's
I looked over at the notes quick, and I thought it said Helen Keller for
What's that?
Golden Hell's Lager.
Golden Hell's Lager. Had a Boston, Mass. Brown bottle. 4.5% alcohol.
Bottled by Helen Keller.
Exactly.
She puts each cap on individually.
That's
by
right.
hand.
She tries to.
20 minutes.
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh. All right, speaking of, let's get right into the games. Pidge, what'd you play this past week?
I played a couple games. A little bit of PS4, a little bit of Xbox One. I've been playing Lego Star Wars: The Force Awakens. I've been dying to play it all the time, but I want to beat the game with my daughter, and she refuses to play. She always wants to play Roblox or Goat Simulator or something. But
Just uninstall Roblox, and she won't have a choice.
now that your son and Jonas are playing, I mean, she wants to play more. I've been playing that. That game's really good.
Roblox?
No, Lego Star Wars: The Force Awakens. It kind of you know how the original ones like Lego Marvel and the Harry Potter.
Yep.
It kind of evolved from those games. The storytelling. I mean, it's essentially the movie, but how they segue into the cutscenes and all. It's pretty funny.
Okay.
I played some Minecraft. I started another Loaded Couch world. I saw
Nice.
one. Somebody made one.
I did.
But it was just a person standing there and there was nothing around, so I didn't know if that was legit or not. So I
Uh,
created another one.
no, the one that
So
maybe it was. I can't remember.
Yeah, I
Well,
can't-
on your two talking points, you can pre-order now. That Lego Worlds is coming out real soon
I
too.
know. Oh my god, you can have cars and planes and other. Oh, it's great.
Do you
I
have to
played
build
some
it all?
Minecraft. Yeah, but you have a gun instead of doing brick by brick. It throws up a big wall. You just
Okay.
point the gun at it, so it's it's not
like
as tedious.
You're like a master builder.
See, I was
Yeah.
thinking it'd be cool if they did something along the lines of a mix with Minecraft where you had to go through and find the blocks and then you could build the things.
I don't know if you have to. I'm not sure how it exactly works, but I mean, you can have cars and airplanes in it. I mean, that's pretty cool.
I
That'd be
bet
awesome.
there's a shitload of Microsoft lawyers waiting in a room to sue Lego for impeding on some idea.
No way. No way. I played Minecraft. I played Steep. I got it for $30 last week. I've been
And
playing the crap out of it. It is super soothing. Just hearing the snow crunch under the skis and the snowboard and stuff.
right. But what do you
I
think
wish you
of
could
it?
do. I like it a lot. I wish you could do more tricks instead of just barrel roll
Oh, you
and
can.
flips.
Do you do the
but-
grabs and stuff?
You can't do much. I mean, it's not a lot you could do.
I mean, if
Maybe
you,
I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's the different triggers and bumpers, and then there's the different rotations of both thumbsticks.
Oh, you can hit the triggers and bumpers when you're in the air?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Jeez.
And then I played The Last of Us Remastered. I played another mission or two.
Okay.
It's still really good.
Yeah.
It's a little too slow. I wish it was more fast paced.
Okay.
And the last one I didn't put on here, I was playing Mad Max. I started from the beginning.
Okay.
And I played when I was really drunk, and I had to drive a car to one point to the other.
How'd that
I
work
couldn't
out?
make it 13 feet. I was swerving, hitting planes, hitting sand dunes, hitting boxes. And I was like, you know what? I can't. I'm done.
I got a quick question on that. It's kind of off topic a little bit,
Real
but
quick.
real quick. What do you think would be, or how do you think people would be, especially our generation and the younger generations now that they're more accustomed to playing video games, with cars being driven with controllers more so than the steering wheel?
You have a trigger for the pedal?
Yeah.
I mean, if all your controls were on a supposed steering wheel.
Yeah, it's like a steering wheel, but it's got
Pretty
what's that?
They pretty much are. You got the paddle shifts, you got the volume control, you got the cruise control, you got the heated. It's like everything.
Right.
I don't know. I still prefer good old
Steering
circle.
wheel.
Yeah, good old wheel, and I mean we're real close to autonomous cars.
That's what I was
anyways.
gonna say with the autonomous
I
cars. I mean, you
will not
remember from iRobot? Is that the one with Will Smith?
Yes.
Yeah, where he had that Audi that the steering wheel would kind of disappear and then come back out, and he could drive if he wanted to. if it's going to go to something like that.
I've seen some of those at like the car shows, like the videos where some of the autonomous ones they're prototyping already have that. The steering wheel like folds up and inward into the dash, and the seat kind of just reclines back, and you can watch movies or read a newspaper.
On the ceiling.
Yeah, whatever you want to do in the car.
Nice. All right, Calc, what'd you play?
I really didn't play much this week.
Yeah, you suck.
I did play more of Fallout Shelter.
Mm-hmm.
I am liking it a lot more on the Windows 10 touchscreen than I do on the Xbox One.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's got to be a lot better on a phone or a tablet.
Yeah, on the PC it's really good. It's I didn't play it with a mouse. I've just been using the touchscreen. But on the Xbox, I did. I fired it up and my save carried over. I don't know if it's just the Elite controller and those super sensitive thumbsticks or what it is, but the selected room just kept hopping around, and it felt really wonky compared to how smooth it is on PC. But it's fun. I mean, it's a little time killer. I spend maybe like little 30-minute bursts here and there. I don't, I haven't played more than like an hour straight on it.
It's a pooper game.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. I mean, or hey, I came home from work. I need to decompress and play something for 20 minutes and just fire it up. But yeah, it's really cool. I mean, I like it. You can put clothing and weapons and shit on your little vault dwellers.
You have to go out and find them and stuff too, or else develop them yourself, right?
Yeah, I didn't even get into that part of it yet. I'm trying to like really balance out the power and food and water ratio. Like right now, all my vault dwellers are 85% happy. Like everybody's really freaking happy, and everything's going nice and smooth. But then more people keep showing up outside the door, and I'm afraid to let them in. So
Let me in.
I'm gonna die if you don't.
But hey, you know what? It's
Matt
free.
Damon.
If you guys pick it up and try it out, like I said, 10, 15 minutes here and there, it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Is it microtransactions?
of course.
Still on the Xbox too?
Of course.
Yeah, you can buy like lunch boxes, which give you like bonus credits, but you get a lunch box like real easy. All you gotta do is like rank up your characters.
All right, myself. I played.
Scotchy,
Sorry, again.
over under 1 week before he starts buying lunch boxes.
See, I was
Age of
gonna
Empires.
call him out on Age of Empires again because all of his shit's upgraded much past where I am at, and it's
No.
Mhm.
There's no way in hell. I have not spent a penny on that goddamn game since you rode me the last time.
all his crossbow towers are level 6, and I'm still at level 5, and all of his
Crazy. I know.
Well, you know it is.
his
'Cause
barracks are all level 7.
You're
and I'm only
sinking
level
all your
4.
resources into replenishing all those drunk ass soldiers you send to reinforce me.
Yeah. All right. So I played Age of Empires, as you heard. Steep, of course. It's a really good game. Minecraft with Pidge one night, and I've been playing some of the Watch Dogs 2, which I think I told you guys
Did you
about.
see that they sent out a patch for the game where it's a different ending?
I did see that they sent out a patch. I didn't see my.
I wonder
didn't
if you
read
could
much
do the
into it, though.
original one.
I wonder. Yeah, but I thought they said something along the lines of with that patch, there was like certain things that you had to do in the game to see the alternate ending.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Yeah.
Yeah, you
There's
gotta
like
beat it
specific things that you have to do in game. There's like certain things that you have to accomplish or whatever up to that point or whatever to be able to do it.
Hey, speaking of PS4, before we get into the Sony news, I got a question for you, Scotch.
Okay.
Is your hard drive pretty much full yet?
Yeah. Yeah, I've
Okay.
been deleting a lot of the games that I don't play that I downloaded digitally.
So me too. So I wanted to play what is it? Odd Tale? Odd World?
Oddworld, yeah.
Oddworld. Abe's
Abe's.
Odyssey.
No, it's not Abe. The one we got, it's like New and Tasty or something like that. The free game we got for PS Plus.
Oh, okay. Yep.
I needed to do an update. The game itself is like 2 gigabytes.
Okay.
I'm assuming the update's much less, but it's saying that I need to delete some of the stuff on my hard drive. I have 25 gigabytes available, and it still won't let me download it.
Huh. That's
And I
weird.
still can't download Let It Die.
No, really?
I had it, I deleted it, and then I wanted to put it back on to give it a try, and it won't download
Oh,
ever.
burn. Dang.
Try to do a hard reset somehow.
All right, in Sony news, since we're already talking about PS4, Horizon Zero Dawn launches in 1 week. Actually, by the time this releases, it'll be the week of launch. Are myself or Pigeon going to be picking this up? Pidge?
I'm going to. I think eventually. I'd like to see the reviews of it. It's getting a lot of hype.
Okay. It is getting a lot of hype.
It's getting a lot of hype, and I think it is going to be a really good game. But we have so many games that I would probably pick it up when it's discounted.
Games.
That's horrible. Yeah, games. How about you? Are you going to pick it up?
I was thinking, but I mean, if you're not going to right away, I don't know. Is there the co-op option?
I don't think so. I think it's a single player one.
Single player.
And plus, you have Watch Dogs, a single player. We have Last of Us Remastered. We still got to play.
Right. Yeah.
Far Cry 4 you have?
I mean, I'm interested in it. I was super interested in it when I first saw it and stuff because it seemed like a good, even if it was just single player, it seemed like a good just play through. Like it'll be a little bit faster paced, hopefully. It's not going to be like a slow play like The Last of Us, like you kind of said. And Watch Dogs is kind of getting into that slower pace kind of feel. Maybe it's just the way I'm playing it, but it seemed like it was going to be a good play for me. I might wait. If you're going to wait, I'll wait. That way we can review it around the same time. Okay. Kelk wants to talk about something with this game. It looks very similar to what?
All right, so the game looks great, and you guys know I've been like on the hype train with this. No hate train.
Haterade.
I've been on the hype train for this one for a while since we saw it. I think last E3.
Yeah, you were even commenting on maybe picking up a PS for it.
Exactly. So I watched a couple minutes of a video that Greg Miller got to play from those Kind of Funny guys.
Right.
And he was like raving about how, it's got this and that. And so I'm watching about 2-3 minutes of the video and his playthrough, and I'm like, this game looks really familiar with everything he's describing. And it looks and plays exactly like Rise of the Tomb Raider.
There it goes.
He's saying it's got all this RPG crafting stuff, and you shoot the animals, and you can get the materials, and then make new weapons. And I'm watching it, and I'm like, dude, Crystal Dynamics did all this stuff in Rise of the Tomb Raider, which got good reviews, but it wasn't as hyped as it should have been. Because
but who did it before Rise of the Tomb Raider? It was another company, and then another company. I mean, all these games are starting to blend like plenty.
Well, exactly. But I'm saying they're sitting here preaching how this is like so revolutionary and like amazing. The only thing that really stood out to me is she's a cave girl and a robot fighting robot dinosaurs or whatever the hell world it's in. But that said, I mean, the game looks great. I'm sure from a single player aspect, people that are into that single player open world RPG type of thing, they're going to have a blast with it. But to answer your guys' question, I would say hold off on it and wait till it comes down in price, especially with the backlog we have, because I didn't see any co-op benefit to it.
Now I was going to ask because I saw kind of both. Hate trains leaving the station. I saw kind of both where they had third-person view and first-person view. I'm going to assume that the whole game's first-person, but when it gets into like a cutscene, it zooms out to third-person.
No, I think it's all third-person.
The whole game is third-person.
Oh, I thought there was aiming down sight and stuff like that went into
first-person. You might have seen like a real tight over-the-shoulder with the. With the arrow or something like that.
Or they might be an option like Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Okay.
Like you can have it in third person, or when you aim down sights, it goes into first person.
I'm telling you guys, everything I watched of it, it looked just like Rise of the Tomb Raider.
I thought you were gonna say like Rise, Son of Rome, or something.
No, that's For Honor.
All right, Pigeon. To help you out with what your complaint was before, PS4 will soon support external USB hard drives.
Yeah, and I think if you're part of the beta updates for PS4, you get this update early. And I thought I was a part of the beta update, but I'm not.
Okay.
So WTF to you, Sony? I need to update immediately. I have a 2 terabyte hard drive just sitting there doing nothing.
All right. Well, the update will allow an expansion up to 8 terabytes.
Yeah, I just need.
Is that going to be enough for you?
2 terabytes should be enough. I mean, it's all the PS Plus games that are super tiny.
Yeah,
only 8 terabytes. Jeez.
I mean, we're gonna need 8 terabytes when Scorpio comes up. Yeah, I know.
Jesus.
Scorpio's gonna have 8 terabytes out of the box.
That's right. Yeah. All right, speaking of Scorpio and Microsoft news, Halo Wars 2.
And here comes the fanboy train.
Coltrane, baby.
Halo Wars 2 is releasing in one day, and that's from the day of the show's live date, which would be Monday. Wait, really? It's releasing on Tuesday?
Yeah, next
The
Tuesday.
game's released on Tuesday, Friday?
Yeah.
I always thought it was like midweek. All right, anyway.
That's movies.
The Atriox.
Atriox.
Wow, okay. Commercials, live action, reminiscent of the Crash Bandicoot commercials. All right, Calc, I'm assuming you saw them?
I saw both of them. Did you guys see
Fanboy
them
Train.
Nope.
Cruising right
You
by.
guys didn't see them yet?
Make out with me.
I think I saw one of them.
I don't watch TV, Kelk.
They're not on TV. They're on YouTube, mister. I'm always on the phone.
Is my daughter a computer? Then I can't say.
Anyway, so Calc, you saw them? What do you think?
Yeah, they're really they're pretty funny. Nah, they're pretty funny. It's like no CGI anything. There's a person dressed up as Atriox, and it reminded me of those old Crash Bandicoot commercials where he walked around, dressed up as the character.
Right.
Yeah,
okay,
I think
okay.
it's
In like the
Yeah.
what the hell? Those like the furry suits or whatever.
yeah. There's like a person wearing the Crash Bandicoot. suit,
Right. Okay.
Just doing stupid shit.
Yep.
And this is the Halo General is using strategic thinking against Atriox, and one of them is Atriox is a used car salesman, and they're fighting over the used car price. And then the other commercial is they're fighting over the armrest.
Oh,
So-
you sent this to me. I did watch it. I don't really remember it too much. I don't think it sat with me that much.
Not memorable like the Horizon Zero Dawn commercials.
But yeah, no, it looks cool. It's funny to see them go a live action route instead of like all these cutscene commercial type of, like they did with the Halo video games.
Preliminary talk about the game could be one of, for the record books, as far as RTS, real-time strategies. Think Command and Conquer and StarCraft may be a hard one to dethrone.
Is it Civ? Is it like Civ as well?
No, Civ is turn-based.
Turn-based. Okay.
It's like Civ is a lot more like XCOM kind of turn-based. This is just literally
Establish yourself.
Establish the base, build troops, pump out vehicles, and then
Expand your base as far as you can for the amount that you need to pump out everything that you need to conquer the other person.
yeah. And like like I was saying, Command and Conquer, that was pretty much like the creme de la creme back in the day.
Oh, man, those Tesla coil things were the best.
Exactly. I mean, you got the Tesla coils
towers.
and you just pump out like the troops. And do you remember a little Tanya? You could build like a Tanya character.
Yep.
I mean, like that. And then it was the best when you could position your troops inside the buildings and you see their little guns like shooting out the buildings. I mean, Command and Conquer was awesome. And then StarCraft, is awesome too. Not World of Warcraft, but just Warcraft 2 and 3.
Right.
So yeah, I've heard some rumblings and seen some articles that they're saying, because this is being done by Creative Assembly, who did, I forget the name of the
Alien
one.
Isolation.
No. But they Shogun. They did like Shogun War. It was a big RTS one.
It was supposed to be a good one too, I think.
Yeah, really good. These guys know how to make RTS games. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of getting the itch, but I'm fighting it, especially because it's a play anywhere. I can buy it and play it on the PC. So I want to see what the reviews. I guess I think some of the thoughts come out tonight when we record this. IGN's allowed to start releasing some thoughts on it, and then I think
Total War, and then he did Alien Isolation.
Yeah, yep, which was a great game. It's just not many people played it.
Jim, the best part about Warcraft was while the guys were working, the orcs, you could click on them and they'd just keep yelling at you, what, stop poking me. They'd like yell at you.
Yeah, I'm excited
best
to
part of the
see
game.
what they do with I didn't play Halo Wars 1, so I don't know what it's like, but I'm excited to see how they treat the universe in a RTS.
I bet you Kelk's gonna pick this one up.
He definitely is. All right, Nintendo news. Let's get rid of this fanboy train. Nintendo has announced the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild DLC will contain 2 content packs covered by 1 expansion pass for $20.
Ooh.
Two content packs for $20.
What's in those content
Yeah,
packs?
exactly. All right. Both are coming this year, and the first one is scheduled for this summer. It includes the Cave of Trials challenge, a hard mode, and a new feature for the in-game map. The second is set
Which
for this
is like
holiday
a
season.
compass.
Yeah. The second is set for this holiday season, and it contains challenges, a new dungeon, and a new original story. I'm assuming a
that's
side
kind of
story.
interesting.
That sounds like money worth right there.
It,
Yeah,
it
that-
says new original story, but I'm assuming side story. Anybody want to
I'm
disagree?
not sure. I mean, it says new original story. I don't.
I'm
don't-
going to assume a side
I would
story.
think I would think a side story or some sort of branch off story.
But what also is pretty cool is hard mode.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was interesting. I was wondering if it was just for those trial challenges or the Cave
No,
of
it's
Trials
an
challenge.
actual like. I think it might be like. I wonder if it's like a new game plus on hard mode. That'd be pretty cool.
Ooh, imagine if it was like a hardcore, like in Diablo, where you like if
Permadeath.
if you die, you have permadeath.
Yeah. How do you kill Link permanently?
Well, you do in this mode.
Did you guys see the video of if there's a lightning storm and you have a metal shield on, you get struck by lightning?
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's
and
incredible.
you just die immediately.
You and your
And
horse.
you like you just
Opponent
start
too?
spark. I don't know. You just start sparking on the ground. You get like 5 seconds to change your equipment out.
Now this is something a little new, I'm assuming, for Nintendo, right? So what do you guys think about having to pay?
Well, they had. I paid for the Mario Kart DLC
Mm.
because if you bought it when they announced it, it was I forget you get like 8 or 10 new characters and like 4 new boards
Right.
for like $12. And if you waited until after, the sale was over, it was like $20.
Well, the nice thing with
So-
them is it seems like they're always conscious of their price point. They're always super conscious of the price point to make it seem like it's something that you can be like, whatever, it's $12. Whatever, it's $20. I'm gonna go out and buy 2 6-packs anyway, so I'll just spend.
I was
$20
gonna
this
say,
weekend.
Yeah.
now you got 2 6-packs or 2 hoagies and 2 sodas. It's like,
Yeah, it's it's not like you're spending another $60 to download, these expansions. It's $20. I don't know.
I mean, it seems like a good deal, but if it's like $20 for a limited time, then yeah, I'll probably get it. But
Right.
if it's just, I mean, I can wait.
seemed like there was a lot of blowback on the tweets about this.
Yeah, because I don't know, people are like sacred in Zelda. No DLC to Zelda ever.
Well, I didn't know if it was more of a Zelda sacred or is it more of a how dare Nintendo think of charging for DLCs and
Man,
Nintendo.
people get with the times.
That's what I was
Exactly,
gonna say.
yeah.
I think Nintendo's trying to play catch up now, but they're doing
Yeah.
it right. They're not like overbilling or anything. It's even
Capitalism rules all.
like yeah,
Well, look at people were throwing a shit fit over the whole Nintendo's going to charge you for their Nintendo network also. So
But again, I think they need to, especially if they're going to continue to play catch up on their consoles.
exactly. So what's Link's real name?
Mario.
Yeah. Well, when you guys were saying about the permadeath, if Link dies, who do you come back as, Toad?
Prince
Luigi.
Luigi. No. No.
All right, so according to Shigeru Miyamoto, Link's full name is Link.
Link. Link. Link. Link. Link.
May the Schwartz be with you. Nice.
Well, that's where it's from. I was like, I'm singing a song. Where is it
That was
from?
Dink Dink. Remember?
That's right. Ding ding.
The sand people. All right, multi-platform
We
news.
have the Baseball's a flamethrower.
Oh no, we got our Schwartz linked. A third-party Counter-Strike tournament service, is ESEA, has banned a user until 3016 for allegedly harassing a minor.
He'll be the only one on planet Earth. Everyone will be on Mars and the moon
Holy
by
fuck.
then.
Yeah.
3016. You've been banned for 1,000 years.
For 1,000 years, you asshole.
All right, the ban was doled out to Reese Bloom, for whose ESEA account will remain banned until June 6th in 3016, or 365,000 days.
Oh my gosh. That sounds worse.
That's ridiculous. Holy
and
shit!
it was a 15-year-old girl when.
He was harassing a minor.
Yeah, but it's like when I don't know. I mean, it doesn't happen that often now, but
Well,
when
the
we used
funny
to
thing
play,
is
like,
when you do that, you sound like a minor, so you get away with it.
or a girl. So
Jane,
I get a bunch of ma'ams or Janes.
Jane.
Best of both worlds there. He goes a little incognito.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they don't say anything because I'm a young
Her.
girl.
All right, Calc is loading us up with some fun facts here. Play your 3DS on Windows 10 or Xbox One.
It's got to be like so glitchy and delayed.
This UWP app allows network play of 3DS to be displayed and controlled through an Xbox controller, and I'm assuming through your Xbox on your TV. Or
Yeah, so I guess
No,
there's
wait, I thought
Windows
it
10 on
was-
your console.
I thought you use your Xbox controller and play it on your 3DS.
no.
I think you're playing it on your Xbox
You
or your
on
Windows
your
10.
TV through your Xbox One. You're playing your 3DS.
Oh, it's got to look so shitty.
So just YouTube, search it out. There's a
Look like
Universal Windows app that you can run, and I guess through some like network IP setup, because I guess the 3DS can connect to the network, and it's just like remote play, except you
Yeah,
play.
but you probably got to have some kind of weird firmware flash.
No, it seemed pretty legit. It's just a new Windows app.
I'm not going to do it. It's going to look terrible on my 60-inch plasma.
Yeah.
Mario's going to look like Fat Matt.
Oh, jeez.
Fat man.
Some
Fat
fans,
Link.
some fans, including our own Robot Dome Kelk, already want to bang Mass Effect Andromeda's new alien.
Finally got that right, Andromeda.
That alien is an Angarian called Y'all.
What is it?
Y'all. It's not y'all. It's y'all.
Is it y'all or Jal?
Y'all.
Y'all.
What is it good for?
All right, we'll go with the Calc's American pronunciation of Jal.
It's Jow.
Burns.
All right, so supposedly there is a porn of Jal out there already on the interwebs.
Now, is this pictures from the porn? Is it real, like Wolverine?
There's like a Reddit
Is that
thread.
really Wolverine? He's looking at it like, yeah,
I thought it was funny. I had it added on there. He's like stroking the picture.
of Jal. Jal.
Oh, gosh.
All right, the developers over at BioWare are loving every moment of this. Can you imagine?
So is this a male character or a female character?
It's a male character, and one of the workers, if I could read the quote, one of the workers for BioWare quoted someone else and said, I'm gonna bang that monocle rat lobster.
Monocle rat lobster. Nice.
It looks exactly like a monocle rat lobster.
And then he follows up with an, I'm sorry, Dad, this is what I do for a living. I'm gonna bang that monocle rat lobster.
This is hilarious.
And then another guy writes, have we released his voice yet? I don't think we have. My God, just wait.
It's gonna be like baritone, like Barry White, or like
Let's get it
what's the guy
on.
from Sounds of the Lambs? Go ahead, Scott.
I'd fuck me.
I'm drunk.
It puts lotion on its skin.
Rat lobster.
Rock lobster. Yeah, monocle
Oh,
rat
yeah.
lobster. All right. Calc, start us off with your beer.
Samuel Adams Downtime Pilsner. It's a yay for me, and it's
Still
more
yay,
hot
still
dogs.
hot dogs. All right.
Yep.
Pidge?
Chestnut. Joey Chestnut. It's a yay for me. It's delicious. It's a quad, which is good. Has raisins in it, so it's a plus. I miss my raisin extra.
Okay, mine, I'm going to say nay. It's super light. It actually has a sweet flavor to it. And
Is it the Helen Keller pills? What do you got there again?
the Porch Rocker.
Yeah,
It's
bottled
a-
by Helen Keller.
That golden hell is lager. It's I mean, it says it's creating a sweet, tart, and refreshing brew. Cheers. I mean, this is like one of those.
Cheers, asshole.
Yeah, cheers, Jim Koch. Yeah, it's maybe they can sell it as a summertime beer, but it's like it is actually sweet. It tastes. I don't know if you guys have ever had like grapefruit soda, like the
Yes.
like the
Yes.
Adrian.
Fresca, Squirt.
Yeah, it kind of has like that to it, with a little tiny like bite of alcohol at the very end. Yeah,
A little, like a slight medicinal taste.
I don't know, man. Yeah, maybe.
So
It has like a soda flavor to it.
So it really doesn't help you out on a hot day where you start chugging them. You just get overwhelmed with sweetness.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, not overwhelming sweetness, but there is that sweet hint right when you first take a sip, and then it has like the lemony flavor that kind of overwhelms after it.
Mm.
But it's just no.
You know, it is.
not
You
for me.
followed up that IPA with this. That's why.
Yeah, true. Very true. But
Probably super sweet from the IPA.
yeah, probably.
Going down as one of his favorite IPAs of all time, possibly.
Yes, yeah. The Hippotizing is really good. It's really tasty.
Isn't that like a double IPA?
I don't think so.
Or is that? Oh, that's right. That's the one they recommend it to get, right?
Yes. I mean, they have the regular, River Horse IPA, but then they had the Hippotizing, which I think is a newer version of, and it's a higher alcohol content, because I think the regular IPA was a 6, and the Hippotizing is a 7.5, and I think it actually tastes better. But anyway, all right, yeah, so I'm an A on this Porch Rocker. All right, I mean, give it a taste if you want, if you have like a soda flavor going on that you just want your beer, but not for me. All right, let's get a refill, and we'll be back with the Brown Breeze.
For more from the Loaded Couch, check us out on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook.
If you like me and would like to follow me on Twitter at Pigeon Pegleg and also on Twitch, Pigeon Pegleg. Pigeon Pegleg.
Hey, this is Scott Hound. If you want to hear more from me, you can check me out on Twitter at ScottHound_LC or on Twitch at ScottHound.
All right, we're back at the Brown Breeze section of the show. Looks like Kelk and myself are continuing with Kelk's got the Downtime Pilsner and myself with the Porch Rocker. Pidge, looks like you changed it up. What are you drinking?
I changed it up. I wanted to try it. It's a Texas beer. It's from Arlington, Texas. It's called the Black Quad. It's from Real Ale Brewing Company. It's a quadruple.
This
The
is some
color
real
is-
ale that we brew down here.
Yeah, no, that's like a Jersey accent.
Yeah, seriously. What's like
It's
the
like,
Texas
"Hell,
accent?
we brew down here, y'all.
Y'all, okay.
And then the color is, as you guessed it, bleak, and it's 10.5% alcohol.
All right, you're sticking with your 10% minimum.
Yeah.
Right into the diarrhea of the mouth. The president of Central Michigan University was quick to condemn a recent incident where an anti-Semitic Valentine's card was apparently handed out during a Valentine's Day party for college Republicans.
GOP.
The card said, and I quote, "My love, number 4, you burns like 6,000 Jews," end quote.
Just 6,000 Jews?
And,
Wow.
and it has a picture of Hitler on it.
Wow. Just 6,000. Wow. That's not a lot.
All right.
I bet you Kelk's lovebirds for his wife like 12 million Jews. Terrible.
All right. So the card was not from a student at the university. Bullshit.
No, they said it. They investigated. They found the woman who did it, and it's got to be a Democrat who did this, right?
Yeah, exactly. My love burns for you like 6,000 Jews. That's fucking ridiculous. Like, gross.
So retarded.
All right.
Kelk definitely sent that to his wife.
It's got his picture of his favorite person on it. Craigslist seller posts.
It's his bookmarker for his Mein Kampf. What do you got to say for that, Kelk?
Shit. All right. Craigslist seller posts hilarious, honest description of his $900 car.
Yeah. So if you scroll down past the picture,
Yeah.
he
So it's
shows, like
it's
5
a
pictures.
Oldsmobile,
I don't know. Oldsmobile Alero, maybe?
maybe a Alero. All right. So, okay.
Yeah, it is. Okay.
Is it the Alero? All right.
Yeah.
So it says call or text right now, and it gives a number, or just show up. And,
No, go below that. Go below that. Go below that.
well, wait. Or just show up and buy this shit at Journey. It's autos. All right. Journey.
Yeah,
Nice.
downstairs. Down below has the article.
All right, it says, please read this carefully so there's no misunderstanding. It's a 2002 Oldsmobile Alero located at Journey Auto. Okay, nothing special or pretty about this car. Nice. 200,000 miles. Rust on the side. I even zoomed in on the rust so you can see it. This car runs and drives. Thank God. Okay, not thank God was my own addition. The air blows cold, and it has a CD player. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Don't bring your ass down here saying it looks different in the pics, or you didn't know it had that much rust. I'm telling you right now, this bitch rusty. This shit is $900. You're getting $900 worth of car. Don't ask me about the check engine light, or this light, or that light. It's $900. It's gone be some lights on in this motherfucker. As is. Don't bring this shit back for nothing. It has 200,000 K plus miles. You damn right. You're gonna find something wrong with it. But as for now, it cranks, steers and drives, blows cold ass air, and won't leave your pockets bare. This will get you from A to B. Just don't try to make it to C. This car will last you till at least all spring 17. This car will
Next couple of months.
It's like here's your getaway car.
Seriously. No, I wouldn't even with that description, I wouldn't even guarantee it to get you away from a crime.
Oh my gosh. You zoomed in on the rust, so don't come down here saying there's more rust on it.
And don't go questioning me on the check engine light, or this light, or that light.
This bitch rusty.
Yeah. Yeah, because exactly. It's this bitch rusty, period. It's just those three words completely describes the car. 200K miles. 200K miles. This bitch rusty. $900.
You damn right you're gonna find something wrong with it. Oh my god.
But as for now, it cranks, steers, and drives. That's it. It's damn right you're gonna find something wrong with it. But for now, it cranks. Period. Steers and drives. Period. It's not even and. It's and. It steers and drives. Period. Steers and drives. And nice.
This literally is the most honest.
Seriously, but it's
car
funny
ad
that it's at Journey Autos. This is the company advertisement for this car.
I gotta find out the zip code. Let's see.
Holy
Let's see where it
shiz!
is.
It's in North Largo. No,
Yeah,
it's
whatever.
on. Yeah,
Yeah, it's in Largo. 33771. 33771. It says it's Florida.
Okay.
Largo, Florida. Never even heard of it. It's not even near anything. I don't even know where it's near.
It's near
Oh
enough to
my
get away
gosh.
from the water. All right.
Looks like near Clearwater.
Okay.
All right.
Question from listeners. We have our first questions from @MotherOfDragons. Wow. So what did you rookies of love do for your significant other on Valentine's Day? Me, my bae, and I ate a cow's heart. And damn, was the sex amazing afterwards. Nothing was off the table. Jersey meat hook, dirty mosquito, buttermilk seahorse. You name it, we did it. Or you name we did. Disclaimer, I'm 77 years old. Oh, God. Well, I guess at that point, there's no shame in your game.
Holy shit.
I'm curious as to what the dirty mosquito is.
Dirty mosquitoes, you go down on a woman during her period
Okay.
Oh God.
and taste all the bloods and bodily fluids.
All right, what's the buttermilk seahorse?
I don't even want to know.
Buttermilk seahorse. You have anal. You come inside the ass, have it drip back into your mouth, and make out.
Oh,
How do you even know this stuff?
Kelk.
I looked it up.
Kelk, were we talking about this last week, or was it 2 weeks ago where we said Jim would know?
No,
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, you guys knew what the Jersey six pack was, but you didn't know what the Jersey meat hook was.
No, I knew it. The meat hook, not the six pack. Get it?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the
Okay,
thumb and
oh my
4
God.
is the hook. What's the
I
six
thought,
pack?
I thought the meat hook was the index and the middle finger in the
No, that's the
front.
shocker.
And then as she's going away, you pull her towards you and you hook her.
Oh, no!
That's the
I thought
meat
it was
hook.
one in the stinking 4 in the pink. It was the.
I thought that's a meat hook. I mean, I thought that's a six pack.
I don't know. I could be wrong.
He's 77 years old. He's done dirtier shit than I've done.
The buttermilk seahorse. I can't believe you looked this shit
Kel's
up.
like, fuck.
Over here throwing up in my cup.
Are you guys seeing the as Alex Trebek calls it, the GIF? No, it's really a GIF.
Yeah. Yes.
Her eating a heart.
Is that a GIF of Taboo?
I thought you had taboo. I thought she was eating a brownie.
Yeah. It's the dirtiest looking red brownie I've ever seen.
Red brownie with fucking holes in it. Big giant muscle
Holy
holes.
shit. All right. Thank you for the question at Mother of Dragons. Our next question comes from at Pigeon's best friend. Okay.
My
Why
wife?
do people hate pigeons so much? Question mark. Quote, rats with wings, end quote. They say, well, shame on you. They are little beads of flowers, beds of flowers, around the city. So much cooler than humans. They share food with one another, mate for life, and both the mother and father feed their young. By the by,
Goose milk.
and by the by, I am working super duper hard on protecting these divine birds, so please help me by signing this change.org petition and this change.org petition and then capital End and then quote fly by
The
night.
name of it is End, and then they call it Fly by Night.
Okay.
And then there's a picture of the pigeon, mother pigeon.
She looks like a trendy version of the bird lady from Home Alone. I'm surprised there's not more bird shit coming down like her hat and on off her sleeves and stuff.
I wish I saw her in New York when I was there. She
Looks like
makes
she
little
ate the Tropicana girl or whatever.
Chiquita banana.
Chiquita banana.
She makes little pigeons out of yarn and wires. Wish I could have got one.
Oh,
then
those
there-
ones that she's
I
holding
added
aren't real. Those are the ones that she's made.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna
And
say,
then
a
I
lot of
added
those birds are pretty calm.
myself.
I like the tuft of hair. You kind of look more like a parrot or a cockatiel than you do a fucking pigeon.
They're like fat Matt cockatoo.
Pigeon runs her Etsy store.
I'm the webmaster.
Nice.
Oh my god.
All right. Well, thank you for the statement. No, I guess why? Yeah. Why do people hate pigeons so much? There was the question.
Because they're in flocks and they shit everywhere.
Yeah, because they're.
But I love
brazen and- You love them.
They're so cool. I point out pigeon when I see pigeons. I go pigeon.
You run
So does
around
my
the
daughter.
city.
My daughter points out all the pigeons.
Nice. All right. All right. Well, thank you for the question at Pigeon's best friend.
I don't think we ever answered that Mother Dragon's question either.
Oh yeah. What did we
So what
get
did we
for our
do for
significant
our
others on
significant
Valentine's Day? Oh, okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Let's see. My wife worked late and she came home and we kissed and we went to bed.
Nice. Okay. Kelk.
Let's see. Cards, chocolates, movie, and I got drunk and fell asleep on the couch.
Oh, so it sounds like he's fallen into the trap of the
Hallmark holiday.
what is it? Yeah.
Okay.
Way to go, Kelk.
Yeah, nice.
Does that win her over? Does she like that?
Yep.
No, she doesn't.
I got her card, of course. Got her
I
two.
trimmed my beard, washed myself.
Yeah, I got two. Was it mounds? No. Yeah, is it mounds? The
Mound soy almond ones.
Yeah, almond joys. Yeah, that's what it is.
Almond joys.
Yeah, I got her two almond joy.
King size, I hope.
Well, they were the full size candy bars. Yeah, not the little
Okay.
fun size ones.
Alright.
I got her a $25 gift card to Amazon because she loves to read. Amazon, yeah.
Nice.
So she can use it on her Kindle if she wants to. And took her out to dinner.
Where'd you go?
Just went to a local Italian place, but it was
You
pretty
went to
cool
see
because
Marty. Oh.
no, it was pretty nice because they had like the little, it's kind of like a nicer version of a pizza place.
Right.
But they had like the tablecloths and balloons and roses on the table and stuff like that. So it was pretty cool. But yeah, that was it. And then we came home and just kind of hung out together and stuff.
I mean, I would have done more, but we're like here by ourselves, and I can't have anybody watch the kids.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
We're
Jonas
like-
went to dinner with us. Of course.
Yeah, but I'm like, it's kind of hard when you got a 5-month-old who cries all the time.
Yeah, or
We
a
did have the-
or a
did
husband who
have the
cries all the
buttermilk
time too.
She gave me the she gave me the buttermilk seahorse too.
Nice. All right. Our last question comes from I Must Be Dead. A Leslie Ray Charping?
Yeah, that's his name, Leslie Ray Charping.
Okay. Died last month and was greeted with an obituary for the ages. And I quote, Leslie's life served no other obvious purpose. He did not contribute to society or serve his community, and he possessed no redeeming qualities besides quick-witted sarcasm, which was amusing during his sober days. With Leslie's passing, he will be missed only for what he never did, being a loving husband, father, and good friend. End quote. End quote. Sorry. All I have to say is, wow. And how will your obit go? Oh, geez. Now I have to think about how my obituary is going to go.
Just so you know, the obituary was written by his kids.
Are you kidding?
No. That obituary was written by his kids and was posted on the funeral home's website, which later crashed because it went viral.
Nice.
My obituary and my tombstone will probably say,
Fat
I
Matt.
told him I was sick.
Okay.
I told him I was sick. They didn't believe me. Yeah, it would say fat Matt.
Here lies Fat Matt, who told him he was sick.
Fat Matt.
I'll have ferns on both sides of my headstone.
Kelk, if you die before me, I'll bring ferns to your tombstone.
And his
Every
tombstone will
day.
just say ham.
And then, yeah, ferns and ham.
Ferns and ham.
And then I'll bring ferns and Scotch will be with me. He's like, they won't survive a day.
Or I'll have just a pig, like, on one of those dog leash things where you screw it into the ground and that just walks around as a tombstone the whole time. I love pork. All right, so
Ham's my favorite color.
wow, how will my obit go?
Your wife will probably write it and be like, he was the greatest man in the sack ever. He had the
It'll be
biggest
lots of-
penis. He-
Lots of switchgrass. We'll plant some switchgrass
Yeah.
for you.
My obituary will be tried, failed, and died.
Not according to your wife. No way.
All
Kel,
right.
what would yours say? Besides ham and ferns. my favorite color is ham. My favorite plant is ferns.
Green eggs and ferns.
Green ham and ferns.
Okay, I'm done. I can't. I'm gonna shit myself.
All right, well, thank you for the... sorry, go ahead, Calc. Yeah, what were your obit saying?
I have no idea what mine will say. Can't
guys-
walk down a path.
Don't parkour in the woods.
Yeah, look out for stone walls.
It'll be like a boot engraving too, or like a bone breaking or something.
Oh, shit. All right, well, thank you for the question at I Must Be Dead. And that's it. So, beer thoughts, Calc.
It's been a yay
Still
all
yay.
night. I highly recommend this.
All right, I'm
Or
still...
dogs, chestnut.
Yeah, Joey Chestnut all night.
All right, I'm still nay on my Porch Rocker. Pidge?
It's an A. It's got like a weird taste. I mean, it's an okay beer to drink, but there's just something about that aftertaste I just don't like.
What kind of aftertaste?
Let's see.
Like a buttermilk seahorse, or
No, buttermilk seahorse is
A little warmer?
tangier. A little warmer. It like I don't know, like your beer last segment was like sweet. It's got like a weird sweet taste.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm
yours does
looking
too?
for more. Yeah, I'm looking for more of like a little on the bitter, dry, like fruity side. If that makes any sense. This is just like sweet. I don't know.
It's definitely name. All right, myself, I'm going to say thanks for listening, guys. Please send us any email, questions, comments, feedback that you have. I'm hoping for the 100th anniversary show, or 100th anniversary show. Nice. 100th show. We'll try to get some more updates on our YouTube site of the more current shows. And hopefully we can get the, after, I guess, that'll kind of be our 100th show, what do you guys say, New Year resolution to get the website up and running, so you guys can finally come and hit us up there too.
I say we release it on the 100th episode, regardless if it's done or not.
Done. Yeah, sounds good to me.
It's a plan.
Okay,
Tough to cook.
got 2 weeks. Got 2 weeks, guys. All right,
Let's go.
Thank you so much for listening, guys. And like I said, if you have any comments, questions, anything, you can hit us at theloadedcouch@gmail.com, or you can find us on Twitter at theloadedcouch. At Pigeon Peg Leg everywhere, at Celtic Fox _LC on Twitter, and at Scotchhound _LC. Did I say Scotchhound twice?
You probably did.
At Celtic Fox _LC on Twitter, and at Scotchhound _LC on Twitter as well. Yeah, hit us up. Let us know what you think, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks for listening, guys.
Later.